The previous chapter introduced the concept of price and its role in the economic system and marketing strategy. This chapter examines various pricing strategies and price structures and commonly used methods such as reductions from list prices and geographic considerations. Skimming pricing strategies, or market plus pricing, involve intentionally setting a relatively high price compared with the prices of competing products. Though seen throughout product life cycles, it's most often used as a market entry price for distinctive goods or services with little or no initial competition, or for high-end goods. When supply begins to exceed demand or when competition catches up, the initial high price is dropped. In a penetration pricing strategy, marketers often price products noticeably lower than competing offerings when they enter new industries characterized by dozens of competing brands. Once the product achieves some market recognition through consumer trial purchases stimulated by its low price, marketers may increase the price to the level of competing products. Everyday low pricing, EDLP, is a pricing strategy related to penetration pricing, that is, devoted to continuous low prices as opposed to relying on short-term price-cutting tactics such as cents-off coupons, rebates, and special sales. Competitive pricing de-emphasizes price competition by matching other firms' prices, then concentrating marketing efforts on the other three elements of the marketing mix beyond price. It can achieve competitive advantage in a dramatic way, but can also invite competitors to easily match the price. The list price of a product is the rate normally quoted to potential buyers. The market price is the price a consumer or marketing intermediary actually pays for a product after subtracting any discounts, allowances, or rebates from the list price. The market price may or may not be equal to the list price. A list price often defines a starting point from which discounts set a lower market price. Allowances are specified deductions from the list price. Allowances resemble discounts by specifying deductions from list price. The major categories of allowances are trade-ins and promotional allowances. Trade-ins are used in sales of durable goods, such as automobiles. The new product's basic list price remains unchanged, but the seller accepts less money from the customer along with the used product, usually the same kind of product as the buyer purchases. Promotional allowances reduce prices as part of attempts to integrate promotional strategies within distribution channels. Manufacturers often return part of the prices that buyers pay in the form of advertising and sales support allowances for channel members. There are three ways that buyers and sellers handle transportation expenses. Buyers and sellers can handle transportation expenses in these three ways. 1. The buyer pays all transportation charges. 2. The seller pays all transportation charges. Or 3. The buyer and seller share the charges. This decision has major effects on a firm's efforts to expand its geographic coverage in distant markets. A pricing policy is a general guideline based on pricing objectives that guide specific pricing decisions. Firms implement variations of four basic types of pricing policies: psychological pricing, price flexibility, product line pricing, and promotional pricing. Psychological pricing is a policy where a belief is held that certain prices or ranges of price make products more appealing to buyers. Odd pricing is a belief that ending prices at odd numbers just under an even dollar figure, such as $4.99, will be more appealing than an even dollar figure. Another approach, unit pricing, is the stating of price based on a recognized unit, ounce, or a standard amount per dozen items. Psychological pricing is based on the idea that certain prices or price ranges make products more appealing to buyers. Other pricing policies deal with decisions concerning price flexibility, whether or not there will be just one price for each item or a variable price approach. Product line pricing is the practice of selling merchandise at a limited number of prices, often in terms of a combination of high, medium, and low price lines. Promotional pricing is a lower than normal price, used temporarily as a selling stratagem. These often take the form of announced on-sale periods in an attempt to draw customers to a product or retail store. Loss leaders are goods priced below cost to attract customers who may also buy regularly priced merchandise, though at times considered illegal. Leader prices are a variation of the lost leader system, in which merchandise is offered at prices only slightly above cost in order to sell related items for a profit. In the absence of other cues, price has an important influence on how the consumer perceives the product's quality. The concept of price limits, within which the perception of product quality varies directly with price, suggests that extremely low prices may be considered too cheap and thus indicates an inferior quality product. Similarly, prices above a certain limit may make a product appear to be too expensive. In situations where prices are not set prices, such as many government and business purchases, a competitive bidding process may be used. A competitive bid results from the process of inviting potential suppliers to quote prices on proposed purchases or contracts. Detailed specifications describe the product the firm wants to purchase. A negotiated price represents another form of bidding in which buyers and sellers are brought together to decide on an agreed-upon price of a good or service. In large corporations, transfer pricing occurs when a corporation sets prices for transferring goods or services from one company profit center to another. The profit center refers to any part of the organization to which revenue and controllable costs can be assigned. In a large corporation whose profit centers acquire resources from other parts of the organization, the prices charged by one profit center to another have direct impacts on the cost and profitability of the output of both profits and costs. A wide variety of internal and external conditions affect global pricing strategies. Internal influences include the firm's goals and marketing strategies, such as the costs of developing and the firm's competitive strengths. External influences include general conditions in international markets, especially those in the firm's target markets, such as regulatory limitations and the global status of the industry. There are three alternative strategies for pricing exports. Standard worldwide pricing involves charging one price throughout the world, regardless of the target market. Dual pricing distinguishes between domestic and export price strategies. Market differentiated pricing is highly flexible. It allows firms to price their products according to marketplace conditions. This permits exporters to adjust prices frequently. Cannibalization is the loss of sales of an existing product due to competition from a new product in the same line. For example, Kodak introduces a new digital camera, more features, higher resolution, etc. The new product is likely to result in reduced sales of some of the company's existing digital camera models. Bots, or shop bots, are software programs that allow online shoppers to compare prices of a particular product offered by several online retailers. Bots search the web for a specific product and print a list of sites offering the best prices. In online selling, bots force marketers to keep prices. Bundle pricing involves offering two or more complementary products and selling them for a single price. The more prevalent example is the telecommunications industry. For example, many cable companies now offer cable, internet, and phone services for one price on one combined bill. Price, as part of a marketing program designed to meet a firm's overall organizational objectives, can be a powerful strategy rather than a source of competitive advantage. Technology has radically changed the marketplace. Price is no longer a constraint in the marketing process. With the rise in auction sites and search technologies, such as bots, marketers need to offer value and superior customer service, the two constants that are essential to succeed.